We spend a lot of time glued to our desk. If you work 8 hours a day, that's 2,500 hours a year we spend at our desk. So it's important that our workspace continues to inspire us daily. A big part of that equation is keeping your workspace clean and clutter-free. Hey friends, I hope you're well. If you're new here, my name is Andrew. I am a digital marketer and business owner, typically working remotely or from home. And so here's my method to the madness when it comes to cleaning my workspace physically and digitally, and a few new items I'll be adding into the workspace. By the way, I'll be giving away an item in this video, so stay until the end of this video for more details. For now, kick back and enjoy the weekly clean routine and desk tour. Starting with the physical workspace, I spend about 15 minutes at the end of the week dusting all the surfaces down, including the acacia wood desk, and then wiping it all down with a wet wipe. Next are all the displays, which are such fingerprint magnets and tease my slight OCD. So I wipe these down with an optical cleaning spray and microfiber cloth. I personally use this Gobe glass cleaning kit I found on Amazon, and it is genuinely the best cleaning kit I've used yet. The glass cleaner is plant-based with deionized water, soybean and grain extract. The kit also comes with a blower, fine brush, and oversized microfiber cloth. I use these all on the monitor, laptop, and also phone screens for a streak-free display. Also, I should mention, keeping the space as minimal as possible really helps with keeping the weekly clean fast and simple. And as they say, less is more. So by the end of the week, I usually have all sorts of cables laying around to charge the ever-growing list of tech that I use. I try my best to organize the cables and clutter on the go. So whenever I'm done using a cable, I'll throw it into this neat cable pouch here, also from Amazon. And as you'll see, I've mounted a lot of these cables and devices underneath the desk, out of sight, out of mind. I've done this with the life-saving extreme Scotch mounting tape, which holds up to 30 pounds of weight and is so discreet and easy to use. I think it's far easier to think of cable clutter in a preventative view. So if we prevent the clutter through a cable management system, for example, the clutter won't be there in the first place, and we're able to spend more time on things that actually matter, like focusing on getting the work done. So my preventative system consists of a cable management bar underneath the sit-stand desk, using hook and loop cables, mounting devices and the power board underneath the desk out of sight, and then looping floor cables into this cable box here, which has been so convenient. There is also quick access to cables sitting on the cable management bar through this very neat bypass here that sort of blends in with the acacia wood of the desk. Overall, the time spent planning out the cable management in the first place saves me the eyesore of sitting around a sea of cables that resemble sitting in the middle of Medusa's scalp. Then I always make sure that I spend some time vacuuming the area, and then once it's all vacuumed, I top it off with an air freshener. I also have a diffuser sitting on the bookcase to keep the space smelling fresh 24/7, even without the air freshener, which is really nice. The right scent creates ambience, sets the tone, and alters your mood positively, and I personally use scents from Velospa. Okay, now let's move on to cleaning our digital space, and no, not the metaverse just yet, but our desktop files and documents. At the heart of our digital documents is of course the hard drive. I've recently purchased an extra hard drive since I'm eating through all my free space with a daily appetite comparable to Supersize Me. This one that I've got this time around is the 16 terabyte Western Digital Elements, which I've also mounted underneath my desk. Having more terabytes than less gives me peace of mind and flexibility, so I can clearly focus on work without having to worry about storage. So along with physical hard drives, I of course use Adobe and Google's cloud storage, along with a Western Digital 8TB MyCloud Duo drive, which has been pretty useful. It gives me the flexibility of cloud storage with the privacy of offline cold storage. There are a number of apps that I've been recently using to save a load of time and keep all the new terabytes squeaky clean and useful. So for this section, I think it'll be much easier if I just show you on screen. So let's move on screen. One of the most useful apps I've recently found is Mac Bartender, which keeps the menu bar minimal, which is the way I like it. It displays menu items only when you need them by hovering closer to the bar, and then there's the options of triggers too, which shows specific menu items in certain situations. For example, the Wi-Fi icon appears only when you're not connected to a network, or the time machine icon when it's actively backing up. Duplicate Detective automatically and routinely deletes redundant and duplicate files. If you're a Windows user, Dupe Guru is a similar app to use. When it comes to my hectic inbox, I'm adamant on inbox 0. If my inbox isn't near 0, then I feel like I'm not on top of my life. If you have a tough time getting your inbox cleaned out, or you've given up and have tens of thousands of emails in your inbox, I've used an app called Clean Email that can bulk delete and unsubscribe from emails along with auto clean rules. For my day-to-day workflow and organization, I use Notion, a digital all-in-one workspace to clarify my priorities and declutter my mind essentially. I'll leave a link to a full video that I've done on my Notion setup below if you're interested. Another recent tool that I want to recommend because it saved me a lot of time across my business and personal life is a tool called Bubbles. It's essentially a video collaboration tool, but unlike Zoom or Skype, it's a tool to help you host less meetings and gives you time back to do more quality work, which is a mantra I'm all for. I think I find most meetings to be a complete waste of time, especially when I was working in an office as a digital marketing manager, and I feel like a lot of people that work in office, you can probably relate. But yeah, Bubbles is definitely a tool that I would recommend. The thing I love about Bubbles is you literally do not need to sign up for an account or install an app. As you can see here, all I need to do is click create a bubble, choose which screen to record on, and then send fast video messages or feedback in my own time. You're also able to annotate thread comments and share bubble recordings via emails and URL links. I find the workflow more efficient than, say, back and forth emails or messages in Slack, and it helps us smoothly run our company when our team members are all across the globe. Overall, Bubbles is the easiest way to collaborate with your team no matter how or when you work. The best part is Bubbles is completely free to use right now without any limits or usage or features to unlock. I'll drop a link below in the description to create a bubble today. And thank you to the kind folks at Bubbles for sponsoring this video. Okay, going back to the physical workspace itself, the dock is the physical heart of my setup. I use the CalDigit TS3 Plus. The point of this dock is to seamlessly connect everything together from the MacBook to all the hard drives, speakers, and monitors into a single hub to turn this portable MacBook into a fully fledged desktop setup. But don't make the mistake I did, which is use a cheap dock, because often it lacks a power output to run all my peripherals adequately, particularly if you're running a power-hungry laptop and monitor, which I am. I've not run into a single issue with the CalDigit TS3, which has 15 ports of connectivity from USB-A and Ethernet through to Thunderbolt 3 DisplayPort and USB-C. It's not the cheapest of docks at $350, but I totally recommend it as an investment into your space if you're looking to transform a laptop into a desktop-esque setup while still retaining portability when you need it. I'm also making a slight upgrade to one of the central pieces to the desk, this Grove-made desk shelf here, to their new solid wood shelf. They're quite similar, though this new one I've picked up is made of solid wood, I believe specifically American walnut and Eastern hard rock maple, rather than layers of plywood, so not only does it look sleeker, but should age more gracefully in the long term. As you can see here, there are unfortunately fading that's already happened from items sitting on the previous shelf. A heads up that the shelving compartments have changed with a 50-50 split aluminium panel where I've placed my MacBook and other easy access items like pens and a notepad. There's more space per se, but just be wary that the fit height has been cut in half. Also, I finally got on board Apple's MagSafe wagon. I was tired of using Qi chargers because over half the time it wasn't aligned correctly, so I'd wake up and find my phone dead. The MagSafe snap-on means a perfect alignment every time for charging, plus the faster 15-watt MagSafe charging is a welcome feature. Adding it to this wood stand here is a nice visual touch to this desk, I think, and also helps to compartmentalize this desk where everything has a place rather than having the phone lay flat. You know, I read that apparently 1 in 4 wish they had a more organized workspace. So I hope this video has filled you to bring some sort of order and cleanliness to your workspace if you haven't yet already. I feel like taking the time to organize your physical and digital space will save you time in the long run. Excess clutter distracts our brain, and so the 30 minutes that I spend decluttering every week and cleaning goes a long way in fostering an aesthetic office, a clear mind, and a happier mood. And that all means a more productive day. I know it can be a bore, especially cable management, which I do not like. I'm not a fan of it myself, but it does have a positive, worthwhile impact. Anyway, if you made it this far into the video, be sure to comment the code word spruce up, and a big thank you guys on the love and support on the tech and desk setup videos. You guys are a great community to be a part of, and we're definitely planning to share a lot more desk and tech content this year. If there's anything in particular that you'd like to see, let me know, and every like dropped and subscribe is much appreciated. As for the giveaway, make sure you drop the code word comment down below, give this video a like, and add your contact details in the link in the description box below for your chance to win an item from this video. As always, thank you for watching.